Mozzie. I guess nobody got a copy on Norristown. 433 Norristown Clyde.
Hello, 433.
There's never been the problem. We always hear him. He can't hear us because he's got that stupid flat side.
Right. He's all hung up working that flat side antenna, but everybody else is vertical. So, 433, gotta listen up.
Breaker.
Hello, Night Train.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. I'm signing on Classic Radio Roundup. All of the people who are out there, howdy do, from the Night Train. And I'm on a copy in the mail.
You want chopped liver? So what am I, chopped liver?
Why, what did I do?
You said gentlemen, but then you forgot to include me.
Gentleman and sandbagger, come on.
There you go.
I don't know who's all in there, but howdy to the entire frequency. Night Train is signing on. I'm in here for the night. Roger.
Yeah. I fixed that one. Yeah, hello, Night Train. Gentleman and sandbagger. That's a good one. I wonder where that came from. But yeah, Bagger, I got that beam. Oh, doggone, I've had it about 3 months now. Wow, didn't even know you got that. Very good. Yeah, last time I think I saw a picture of your place, you had that $2 horizontal thing.
Yeah, hey Doc Heimer, hang on 1 second. I want to switch you over to the beam. You're on the beam now. Give that 433 a shout. He'll hear you. Yeah, he stops Hatfielding. Give it now.
Hey, 433, Doc Hammer. Doesn't sound like the beam. You're still giving me the same signal.
Oh, wait a second. Now it's on the beam.
How about a 433, Doc Hammer?
How about you, 433? Never mind. The amp not going through the amp. Never mind. Carry on with Classic Radio Roundup.
27.115 on your AM dial.
Where radios are subject to change without notice.
That's right. My glowing glass mobile radio.
Where radios are encouraged to be changed without notice.
That's right.
Evening, Night Train.
Well, hello there, Sparky. How you doing? I heard you out there today. 10-4?
Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks for the shout back. Yeah, it's a little tough in there right now. I hear you, no problem, though. But it was quiet right before you came in, man. I swear.
They must have heard me coming, man. I could turn something on if you need it, but I didn't really want to run nothing too hard. 10-4?
Nah, I got you, no problem. We're all up in there, received down there in Mexico.
Roger. Yeah, so where were you located, man?
I was shouting from maybe the expressway or something. The other day I was on 663.
Roger. I was on 422 right around the Collegeville exit, where that Wegmans supermarket is when I first heard you.
Oh yeah, today I was at Skipback, 113 Letter Rock, right up there by the Bay Pony Inn.
Roger, yeah. Definitely had you in here, and I thought that I had Nitro on the other end, but I lost him after you shouted. and I never verified that it was really him.
That's good ground up there on that Bay Pony Inn. I know exactly what you're talking about. Down the street is where my repeater is.
Yeah, you can pull into their parking lot as long as you don't stay too long. Nobody comes out to say nothing.
And who else is in there? Where's 45? Right here. Oh, there, 45. That him still winding up down there in Norristown trying to get up this way?
Yeah, he needs a vertical antenna. He can make noise all he wants, but he'll never hear us.
Yeah, well, he doesn't sound legible anyhow.
No, he's Hatfielding and making all kinds of noise down there.
Oh, 433 downtown, North.
Yeah, that's awful.
Try giving him a shout now, Hammer.
Hey, Roger, what you running tonight, Bagger? Are you on a tube radio or just what?
I'm on that October 135 with a +3. Northtown, I'm getting down.
Hey, Roger, what about you there, countywide?
I am on a Tram XL 100 glowing glass mobile radio.
And for what about you, Sparky?
Boys, you know what? I get. Hey, Train, I'm running that JC Penny Pinto SSB 23 channel.
10-4. What about you, Doc Hammer?
Just being
Hey, is Doc Hammer still on the beam? He might not hear me.
No, he hears you. He's on a vertical.
Want me to try and get him down there and tell him we hear him?
Nah, just let him blow into his microphone.
Yeah, he's well.
3 in Northtown. I've tried and other people have tried for whatever reason. You don't hear nobody on the flat side. Hey, Train, I can hear you. I was distracted.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, what you running tonight?
Tiger Mark II.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with a Tiger Mark II.
That's a Pierce Simpson, 23 channel mobile.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, that's right. I've seen a Pierce Simpson Tiger, but I never heard of the Mark II.
Yeah, it's the last Tiger before they went to 40 channel. I think it's an 028 chip. Oh, it's PLL. Yes, it is a PLL radio, and I believe it's an 028.
Is that 23 channels, Doc Hammer?
Yes, it is. Like I said, it's the last of the Tigers before they went to the 48.
10, Roger. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that would be a departure for Pierce Simpson if it's an 02A, because that would mean it's a Cybernet board. And Pierce Simpson used almost exclusively Uniden boards. Yeah, that was towards the end. Yeah. Yeah, I believe this was the last of the 23 channel Tigers. I haven't been inside this radio for so long, I couldn't tell you for sure that it's an 028, but I'd have to look. But that's a good little radio. manufactured in May of '76. Yeah, towards the end of the file.
Yeah, that was like almost a year after I graduated from high school, Doc Hammer.
Probably sold brand new at a discount. He's down there Hatfielding again.
Yeah, he could get to be pretty, whatever you want to call that sometime.
Yeah, it's all fine and dandy to have a horizontal antenna for working DX or working somebody else with a horizontal antenna, but if everybody local is vertical, you gotta have a vertical or just forget about it.
He knows that. He's been in CB for a long, long time. He knows that.
Yeah, I know. I built his first horizontal antenna for him. Over 20 years ago.
DX. I listened to him one afternoon as I was traveling home. And I was sandbagging on one of the channels where they shoot some heavy skip, and he had things under control. I was impressed, you know, so that thing's all fine and dandy as long as you're talking Texas and Georgia and, you know, Alabama and the Smokies and everywhere. He was sounding good. They were all getting back to him, and I was traveling. I think I was out there on Route 309 somewhere listening to him.
You ask him sometime. Ask him. Who built him his first horizontal antenna? It was a Spitfire made over 20 years ago. And I sold him on horizontal antennas for DX. I guess he took it and ran with it. They don't really work so well for local unless the other guys got one too.
Yeah, they'll work like from flat to flat from here to Philadelphia. It'll work if somebody's on the flat side. You can use it like that there, but he has to be on the flat side and he has to be pointed, you know, this direction.
Yep, pretty much said all that. You got to be on the same polarity as he is, whether it's vertical or horizontal. You got to be on the same polarity. And if you got a beam, you got to have pointed at each other. Cross polarity just does not really work out so well. But horizontal antennas seem to work well for skywave. But if you're trying to talk to all the locals and they're vertical and you're horizontal, you can make all kinds of noise, but as you can see, he ain't hearing us.
Yeah, he gets himself twisted up, and I guess. But that be happening within his own self, though. 10-4, I've seen him down there at R&R, and I could look him in the eyes and see that. 10-4.
Yep, 10-4. But you ask him who made him his first wire dipole antenna. He'll tell you it was a Spitfire made.
Hey, Roger on that Spitfire made. Dave made, Spitfire made.
That had to be 25 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
At least 20.
Time does fly, doesn't it? It's been 20 years since we were hot and heavy down in Norristown.
Who'd have thunk that we'd be playing CB radios together still 20 years later?
I saw no chance of me giving it up anytime soon, so I'm not surprised.
I kind of think it's a lifetime hobby, 10-4.
It kind of seems to be that way. I've never been able to give it up for long.
Yeah, I grew up down there near Jeffersonville. I remember hearing all kinds of people.
Channel 29, all through the 90s.
Hey, by any chance, have you guys ever heard back in the 70s a guy by the name of Silver Nichols?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Hey, Roger. I used to sit and sandbag on those guys. I never knew where they were. But I tell you, they had it made in the sun, man. Yeah, it was like a little network of guys. One of them's name was Gray Goblin, the other one was Silver Nichols, and there was a few others. And I come home from school, you know, turn my little walkie-talkie on and listen to them. And they had a nice little network. And of course, I was never strong enough to reach them. And then when I did get strong enough to reach them, they were gone. But I still never forget them.
Yeah, I used to like the old-time crew that I used to hear, too, you know, when I was still on walkie-talkie. I'd sit there every night listening and just talking.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And you wish you could be part of it, but on the same token, you enjoyed it just the same. You know, you liked it, the idea that they'd come in there a certain time every day or night, and they'd go back and forth, and, you know, and of course you get to know their voices and their names. Well, only two of them I could remember, but, you know, Gray Goblin, they just shortened it to Goblin. You know, and Nichols, they just say Nichols. But, you know, every now and then you say Silver Nichols. You know, and Goblin, and then all of the other boys. They were all in here, and I could hear about maybe 5 of them. And it was fun, man. I just thought, man, these guys really got it going on.
Well, that's what it was all about back in the day. That's what we're hopefully, you know, trying to recreate here, you know, the same sort of atmosphere.
Yeah, they had that thing going on, man. I can't remember what channel it was or nothing, but because them little walkie-talkies didn't have so many channels in them anyhow. So chances are it was probably 14.
Yeah, 13 or 11.
Yeah, I used to hang down on one. You know, Captain Coleslaw was on channel 1, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's when I got my base station, but he didn't talk to the likes of me. I don't remember maybe if I even had one conversation with him. But that's when I didn't like the sound of the D104 and the Browning together. I knew that way back then.
Yeah, he was a legend, and he sounded good.
I think the Penguin, it's almost like he patented that thing.
Good evening, Night Train.
Well, good evening there, Dave. How you doing? I was shouting for you earlier today. I didn't hear you in there.
I probably wasn't in there then.
Yeah, I think you would have heard me as I was passing through, headed on up the pike there, 10-4.
Roger. Just heard you out there and wanted to say hello. We're back on the side listening.
10, Roger. We appreciate it, Dave. Yeah. All right, well, let me step back a little bit. Somebody else would like the job, sure. Old train station. Working this tram. I'm back on the side.
And tonight?
The D201A.
Sounds good.
Well, Checker sounds smooth operator. And Dave, it is an O2A chip.
Yeah, you popped the lid on it?
Yep, I'm looking at it as we speak.
Very good. Yeah, they must have changed over because I was looking at some pictures from CV Tricks here. Didn't have the stinking schematic. I know the 40 channel one went to the Cybernet board because you could tell by the meter, you know, had a Cybernet style meter on it. But the 23 still had the Uniden looking meter on it, so it was hard. I didn't think they, that may have been the older, that may be a picture of an older one. They had that Tiger 23B, 23C. I think you had a 23C, I guess.
Yeah, there's no other designation on it. It just says Tiger Mark II on it. I'll take a picture of it. Powered up here. This has got the same meter in it that the 40A's got. The black meter with the multicolored numbers on it.
Yeah, that's the Cybernet meter.
Yep, that's the one she got. I popped the lid on it here. I flipped it over and popped the lid. $29.50.
That's okay, even if it's free. Because you can always turn around and sell it.
Well, you know, I might do that because I got a free $29.50 yesterday, and about all it'll do is receive. It won't do anything.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, if it receives, maybe the PLL's still good.
Oh yeah, it does everything. It does everything, but it has absolutely zero output. I monkeyed with it a little bit today. I got about a fourth of a watt out of it, and the modulation is just garbled beyond repair. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It was just given to me because he didn't mess with it anymore. So I threw it up on the power supply, and it's a mess.
Sure you're right.
Well, you know, there's not a bad radio, I guess, if they're working right. I never really had cared for them much, because I've always had, you know, other 10-meter rigs, but I suppose it's nice. It does have a nice big display, though. It'd make it good for use in the mobile.
This Tram XL makes a good mobile. Nice big meter in it.
Is that the one with the silver face that looks something like a Titan, a small Titan?
Miniaturized Titan, similar, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I kind of